Are you in an age gap relationship? Or would you like to date younger women? Maybe those women are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 years younger than you. Well, then watch this video because I'm going to go into the 10 problems actually with age gap relationships and why a large age gap relationship or an age gap relationship in general may not actually be for you. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right, 10 problems with age gap relationships. And look, at my age, I just, for whatever reason, I tend to attract younger women. Now, when I say younger, they could be anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and even maybe 30 years age difference. Okay. So hey, that's flattering. When you have a younger woman interested in you, that's super flattering for us guys, right? But I wanted to just do this video on, wait a minute, there actually are some problems with age gap relationships, and you should probably be aware of it if you're either thinking of dating somebody younger, you are dating someone younger. So stick around because I'm going to go over these 10 things. And number 9, by the way, is the most important one in my opinion. All right, so let's just get right into this. Number 1 is sex drive. Okay, so why is it that Viagra and these other erectile dysfunction companies keep targeting me and other men basically once they tick past 35, actually specifically once they tick past 40? Well, because this is a real thing, right? Doesn't affect every man, but even at my age, like, it's true. We don't have the same testosterone levels that we did in our 20s, right? So therefore, most of us, not all of us, most of us guys, the sex drive starts to drop off when you're in your 40s. Otherwise, why would these drugs exist? And why do I see so many commercials for this? Because they know my demographics, right? And you guys probably same thing. If you're over 40, you're seeing ads for erectile dysfunction stuff. So if she's younger than you, especially significantly younger, she is going to naturally have a higher sex drive. That could cause problems in your relationship. And unless you're using erectile dysfunction things. So, but this is a real thing with age gap relationships, is the libido is different. And so you're going to have to take some stuff, some of you guys, in order to keep up with her, right? And she might get frustrated. So that's number 1 is sex drive. Number 2, this one's a big one, and this is younger parents. Imagine, let's say you're 50 years old and you're dating a woman who's 25, 30, whatever, and her parents are actually younger than you. That has got to be awkward. Now, I have dated younger women, but I've never met the parents. So I've been single for 2.5 years, and I was married before 20 years, but I've never met the parents. But that's been on my mind. I'm like, what if I'm actually older than the parents? Kind of weird. Now, one of the reasons why I'm okay with age gap relationships is because I don't have any children. If I had children, especially if I had a daughter, there's no way I would date women near my daughter's age, right? Or let alone my son's age. So because I don't have children, I don't have the same conscience, I guess, to say it that way, of dating younger women. So that's number 2, is the younger parents. Number 3 is a difference in your music and your movie tastes, right? So depending on her age, she might be really big into the 80s and 90s or 2000s. But yet, what if you were born way before and you're like really into disco, right? Or Elvis Presley or something, or movies that she's never seen. I find this actually complimentary because I get to learn about movies I haven't seen and music I haven't seen if she's younger. And this has never been a problem with me, with just the difference in music taste and movie taste, but it could be an issue in some situations, right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is I'm calling this bedtime. So I don't know about you guys, but like, I am tired. I am tired, man. Like during the week, I'm usually in bed by like 10 or 11 maximum. And there's a lot of younger women that can go all night. Like they're up all night, they're up late. they like to party. And that's the thing, even on the weekends, some of these women don't even want to go to a nightclub anytime before midnight. Meanwhile, you old guys like myself are starting to get tired by this time, right? So this is a real thing, is bedtime differences. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, medication. As we get older, we're going to start to need to take medication. Now, also, the opposite is true, in that a lot of young women today are on some kind of um, depressants, antidepressants, or not depressants, antidepressants, or some other kind of medication for mental health reasons. So there's, on both sides, if there's generational differences, you could have the guy who's taking medication for his high blood pressure or whatever else, right? And then she's on medication because of her antidepressants or her depression, right? So this is just something to consider, is medication. That's number 5. Number 6 is, well, depending on her age, she might want children. So do you want to be a father of a 20-year-old when you're 70? Like, let's say you're 50, and whatever age she is, she wants to have a child, and now you're a father, and your child is 20 and you're 70. So these are some factors to consider. Is the younger she is, there's a higher chance she's going to want children. So that's number 6. Number 7, long-term care. So depending on your age, right, she has to accept, wait a minute, if I'm dating this dude and he's 30, 20, 30, 40 years. By the way, I was at the sports bar, and there's a bunch of people in the sports bar, and there was this guy sitting beside me, and he was a gay man, and he was just asking me some questions about the game, and then found out I'm from Canada because of something I said. And he's like, "Oh, you must be from Canada." So we were just having a conversation, and so he's got this boyfriend who is 78 and he's 23. 55-year age gap. I've never heard of this before. Obviously, it's a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation, but 78 years old, right? Like, talking about long-term care. Well, that's the thing. This guy's 23. He's dating this guy that's 78. So soon enough, this guy might actually be in a home or need some special long-term care. So this is something that the younger people, depending on your age, will have in the back of their mind and go, oh, do I want to walk into this situation? Okay. So number 8 is, as we get older, we get more stuck in our ways. That's just true. We have a certain routine before bed, a certain routine in the morning, and we don't like our feathers ruffled too much. We've kind of just got life kind of on cruising mode kind of thing, right? So this could be an issue in relationships where, she's younger and she's more free-spirited. She's more willing to kind of just, wing it, to say it like that, go freestyle. And us guys, as we get older, we get more stuck in our ways. So that is another problem. Number 9, and this is the biggest one I wanted to address, and that is past trauma. So as an older guy, the older we get, the more trauma we're going to experience, the more hurt we're going to experience. We're going to lose loved ones. We're going to go through a divorce. We're now going to have issues of mistrust, all these things. And so this is a factor, because you're dating somebody that's younger, that hasn't gone through the same trauma. So I would just encourage you to try it all your best, not to bring that baggage, to say it that way, into your next relationship, because we are going to have baggage as older guys. All right. And number 10 is independence, right? Older guys are very, very independent. We've been taking care of ourselves, cleaning, cooking, all these things. So we don't really need a woman in our life. And so, but this could be a negative in dating a younger woman, because she's looking for someone who's a provider, who's someone who could take care of her and who's going to be around. But yet, as we get older and we've gone through traumas, we've learned how to just survive on our own. We get kind of used to that, and we like our own personal space. So that's the last issue with age gap relationships. So let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.